anybody who finds out, they all get that look. Oh, yeah, he has a problem with pornography. I don't know how many times I heard that when I was in the church. I know so many men in the same situation, and all of them have that same sort of depressed look to them.
Yeah, and the women saying, he's a good dad, but what?
It's your own drug, and it doesn't need to be. And once you get out of that mindset, then it can go back to just sort of a normal level. You're not just, I have to see this, you need your fix. It's not like that. You don't need that fix anymore. It doesn't have to be like that, but like what you're saying, because of the suppression, it becomes a real problem that it never had to be if it had been thought of normally in the first place. Now, since we've left the church, I'm starting to actually have confidence in myself again. I'm starting to believe in me. I'm starting to try and live my dreams. Yeah. And I wasn't able to do that under that mindset.
In the shame cycle. Yeah. You can't do that.
If you're going to build a building, you don't build it on top of a building that sort of half fell down and it's sort of half rubble and all that kind of thing. You don't just start building and use what's already there. You clear it all away. You break down all the old building, you dig up the foundations, you throw it all away, and you start afresh. And I think until you do that, you never really have properly started over, and you're building on a poor foundation. So we spend a lot of time, Carrie and I, deconstructing. We thought a lot about everything. Pornography, the church. I still look at porn. I still do.
But it's a much more healthy level. Yeah. Like, it's just settled into our lives in a normal level, and I'm not offended by it. And, there's stuff we can enjoy together now because it's not this big wrapped up, in going to hell.
Or not being together forever.
They just use one blanket word, pornography. Okay, now we're not talking about child pornography. We're not talking about violence and death and bestiality and all these things. We're not talking about that kind of stuff. You can't just say pornography will destroy you. You need to realize that some of it really is art and it really is beautiful. If this doesn't appeal to you, fine, don't look at it. But if these people are consenting, they're over 18, this is their walking, living art that they want to share with people. And if Da Vinci painted some beautiful paintings and just stuck them in his basement and we never saw them, to me that's the same comparison,
But it's true that pornography will destroy you within the misunderstanding of what the church teaches you. Yes. Then it will destroy you because you feel guilty, you feel like a monster, you feel like a pervert. Yeah. You think that you're some abnormal thing in this world. Yes. And the truth is, you're pretty normal.
And one thing that I learned from watching pornography was that there's lots of different beautifuls. There's lots of different ways that women's bodies can look that are still beautiful. Because in my mind, from the media and everything, I thought that men only liked Barbies. I thought men only liked blonde-haired, tall, big-chested women, and I thought I don't fit into that category. So obviously I don't rank anything on his scale. I thought he has to look at this because I don't look like a Barbie. and again, I was able to realize that there's lots of different styles of beautiful, and it really made me be able to be more comfortable with myself, with my body. And that was a huge relief to me.
Carrie and I, we have a really, really good relationship. We're very close friends, and we love each other dearly. We're after 22 years, we're still mushy, and we say stupid, sappy things, and we love it. Mm-hmm. And that almost wrecked pornography. No, the church almost wrecked our relationship for us. Mm-hmm. But since we've got out, we've been able to, as we said, deconstruct. And our marriage is better than it's ever been by far. I know, unfortunately, there's a lot of people who, when they leave the church, they end up getting divorced or separated or whatever because they go at different speeds in their deconstruction.
Mm-hmm.
And
We able to make it too.
fortunately, we made it.
Yeah.
So, for any of you listening out there, keep up the good work. You can make it through. You can. If your marriage is worth it, then keep working.